Hi everyone, this is Desiree Page, and this is my teaching presentation on variables for CIT 336. A variable in PHP is defined by a container to hold a value. As the name implies, a value stored in the variable can change or vary from one line of code to the next, and this is defined on blainerobertson.com. So variables can do a couple of things. They can either hold a value or they can store a value and then use them when you need to write the exact value. When we declare a value in PHP, we're going to use a $ symbol followed by the name of the variable. So in this we have the $ and the variable name is text, and that equals hello world. This is $x equals 5 and $y equals 10.5. Now when we output that, it's going to be hello world 5 and 10.5. And these were the values assigned to these different variables. I just wanted to touch briefly on the echo because I didn't know what it was. Echo is a little bit like a print screen call, and it will output something with a variable name. So in this case, it's Desi is awesome sauce. And we'll learn about that more later. A variable can also do two things. It can add variables. So we have the variable assigned 5 and assigned 8, and when we add those two together, the output is 13. PHP is a loosely typed language, which means that in the past examples, we didn't tell which data type the variable was, but PHP automatically converts the variable to the correct data depending on its value. And in learning JavaScript and Java, the data type had to be declared with the variable for the language to output the correct data type. And this isn't the case with PHP. Just a couple of things on some keywords when we do variables. These variables are variable scopes, and they reference points where a variable can be accessed. A local is within the variable, a global is outside the variable, and static means that it doesn't delete a local variable. And this is an example of the local variable. And I'm just going to reference these. I'm going to go over them and then reference them on W3 Schools. But this variable is declared within the function. In the global one, this variable is declared outside of the function. And static, this is a keyword that you can see that there's a concatenation where it's going to add to it, and this will make it so it remembers it. So I'm going to go to W3 Schools, and you can see each of these examples on there. Okay, so this one is the local scope example, and when we run this, you can see that the variable inside the function, it equals 5, but when it's outside of the function, it doesn't equal anything because it doesn't have anything to grab it from. And this is the global scope. It's declared outside, so when it's inside the variable, it doesn't call that variable. But when it's outside, you can see that it calls the variable that equals 5. And then this is the static example. We see that we have the static keyword right here, and it has a concatenation. We start out with 0, and it adds to it 0, 1, 2. And we see that it remembers those results. Last, I just wanted to go over W3 Schools is a good resource to learn about PHP, but I also found a website called the New Boston that I went to in learning JavaScript as well. And this is a good resource. They have lots of videos that you can see how they write in PHP, write the code, and so it's a really good resource for you. And these are my references that I used in my presentation. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to watching your presentations. Have a good day.